The reason we do chai tea during the cold and flu season is because it's jam-packed with nutrients that are good for your gut, that are good for your immune system, that have a lot of antiviral, antibacterial properties to them. Drinking this every day is actually really good for your health. So this is one of the things that we do in our home as a preventative measure. So this is a recipe I actually got from a teacher, and we've been using it for years. So I'm going to give you the recipe for 4 cups. This is doubled because we go through it pretty quick, so I'm actually going to make 8 cups. But I'll give you the recipe for 4. Just remember to double it if you want to do 8 cups. So we have cinnamon. It's 2 sticks of cinnamon. These are actually cinnamon chips. So I buy these through Mountain Rose Herbs, and these are just ground up cinnamon sticks. You can use either, it doesn't matter. But I use about 1.5 tablespoons for the 8 cups. So I'd say about 1 tablespoon if you're actually using the cinnamon chips as opposed to the cinnamon sticks. Okay, then we have the cardamom, 1/2 teaspoon of cardamom, 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. We've got black peppercorns back here, 1/2 teaspoon of those, 4 slices of ginger, and I leave out the caffeine because my kids don't really need the caffeine. So this is strictly an herbal tea. Now, if you wanted to, you could add 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of black tea, depending on how strong you like it. You can also use rooibos, how do you say that? I don't actually know. I don't use that one. Green tea, let's see. There's another tea a friend of mine makes it with. Anyways, those are the main ones I make it with, is black tea, green tea, or herbal. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 4 cups of water and put it into your crock pot. Now you could do this on the stove, and you let it simmer for about, bring the water to a boil, let the herbs simmer for 20 minutes, and then let them just steep for about another 20 minutes. But I want to get all the nutrients out of this that I can. So I'm going to put it in a crock pot. It's 9:30 here. So I'll be heading off to bed soon. And in the morning when we get up, it'll be nice and fresh and warm and done, and it'll just be really good. So you will notice that there are extra things on my tray. I don't know if you can see this. Okay. So let me put in the things we talked about first. We've got the cardamom, the ginger, I'm losing my peppercorns, the cloves, the black peppercorn, and the cinnamon, which leaves us with 2 goodies left on my plate. So this is astragalus, and I'm going to use 4 or 5 sticks for 4 cups. Now astragalus is really good for 2 things. Number 1, it actually adds sweetness to the tea. Not a lot, just a little bit of sweetness to the tea. And it's also, again, very good for your immune system. So we're going to put those in. And because I'm asthmatic, I like to add things that are also aromatic and good for my lungs. You could put thyme in here, and thyme is really good for your lungs. But I really like the taste of the rosemary. So we've got fresh rosemary from the garden. And we're going to put in, I don't know, 2 teaspoons of that. 2 teaspoons for 8 cups. So about 1 teaspoon if you're doing it just for the 4 cups. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put it in the crock pot on keep warm for the whole night. In the morning, some of the water will be cooked down, not all of it, but some of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to strain it through some cheesecloth or a really fine strainer. You want to try to get the herbs out, and you're going to strain the tea into a container, and then you're going to add 4 cups of milk. Let me double check that. Nope, sorry, 2 cups of milk. We don't actually do dairy in our home, so we use hemp milk, but you can use almond milk, rice milk, real milk. The point is you add the milk, and then you can add honey to flavor it as you would like. We don't actually like it real sweet, so sometimes we don't add any honey at all. That's up to you, but you can add honey to taste. And that is how we do chai tea. If you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you soon.